Hi guys. Well, the operation went well. So it actually was a lot of how do you say that? It was more scary talking about it, thinking about it, than everything else. The most painful part for me was the spinal that they gave me. Oh my goodness! Like they gave me like 4 shots, a concoction of 4 shots, and it burned. And it wasn't comfortable, but then the surgery like went fast, like I think 15 minutes. The prep took longer than the surgery itself. Like I got here at the hospital at 8:30, and right now I think it's 4 o'clock. Mommy, can I see what time is it, mommy? 4:47. Thank you. So it's almost 5 o'clock and I'm still there. So the spinal that they gave me, the like an epidural, it hasn't worn off completely. Like I'm walking right now, but I still cannot feel like some part of my lower part, and that's about it. So I'm just waiting for it to wear off, and obviously I'm waiting for my husband to come pick me up and my beautiful mama up. I'm so grateful for all of you guys that send me well wishes via Instagram and stuff like that. I'm so happy for that. So the cerclage is in. The baby needs to stay in until I give it an eviction notice. End of the story. So they will definitely take it out around 36 weeks, and as my doctor, he said that it will be taken out at his office, in his office. So until then, I will see you guys again. Hi guys, I am at the doctor's office right now. This is my 2 weeks cerclage checkup appointment. So we're gonna see how it went. I'll let you know in a few. Well, this is the day after my appointment with my main doctor of yesterday. Unfortunately, he only saw me like for less than 5 minutes. I'll get into detail in a few, but right now I am back at the appointment that I had this morning for a blood work. But since she didn't get a chance to do the cervical check for me, so she gave me an appointment for 2 o'clock, and it is 1:51 p.m. so I am right on time, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to that appointment. Pink imaging system. A big place. But anyways, see you later. Yes, it's recording.
That's it?
Yes.
Now you got it.
Hi guys.
The wife is happy.
Yes.
She's smiling.
Yes, we have good news. We have good news. Great
I
news.
love you.
I love you too. Hi guys. Well, it's been quite a while since we've last seen each other, and the reason is I've been stressed. But aside from that, physically I had to really take it easy, as my doctor had told me, because as some of you know or may not know, 2 weeks ago I had my cerclage in at almost 14 weeks. No, what am I saying? At 13 weeks. So I had the cerclage in. It was a preventive cerclage based on my history of miscarriage. So the doctor didn't want to take any chances. So my main doctor, along with the perinatologist, decided that it would have been best to place in a preventive cerclage, which they did. So how did it go? It was, how do you say that? I was more scared than anything else. Like there was really nothing to be scared of. Okay, it was just the fact that once you're gonna do a surgery, or you're gonna do something major for the first time, there's always that fear, that fear that anything can go wrong. But what I was super happy about is the fact that I wasn't fully sedated. So it was local anesthesia, which I was very happy about. And I was pretty much numbed from waist down, and it went super well. Like I could feel, you know, movements, but no pain at all. Like actually the spinal that they gave me hurt more than the procedure itself. And I was quite, you know, I was quite amazed at the, you know, how well I handled everything, because, you know, I was really getting myself prepared for tons and tons and tons of excruciating pain, you know, after the surgery. But I only had it like for a couple of hours. Of course, they did give me some pain medication. They wanted to give me some more, but I said no, because obviously I'm thinking about the well-being of the baby. I'm like, no, the baby is so small, you know, I don't want to be taking a bunch of pain medicine just because, you know, I can't, you know, control the pain a little bit on my own. So I decided to forget about, you know, the rest of whatever the pain medication that they are actually giving me fentanyl. So I was like, that drug is kind of strong, so let's keep it, you know, you guys can have it. They did give me a prescription for the Tylenol codeine, but I didn't even fill it out. I only had one pill that they gave me at the hospital just in case, and I took it, and then that was it. Then I decided to just, you know what, stay in bed and pretty much, you know, only get up to go use the restroom, take a shower, get something to eat, and that's about it. So that was my experience with the cerclage. And afterwards, now that's when I started to kind of feel the aftermath. Like I'm not in excruciating pain, but the pressure, it's unbearable. Like the pressure is unbearable. And then if I would sit like for more than 20 minutes, then of course, you know, I feel a lot of pain. So it as my doctor explained to me, it's pretty, you know, normal. You just had surgery, you know, on the outside you look fine, but on the inside it's still probably tender, and you know, there's still probably some inflammation from the inside. So that was what was really bothering me because I didn't want to, you know, do a video. And I mean, for the people who, for you, some of you who are YouTubers, you guys know how long it takes to edit the video. Talking in front of the camera is one, but editing, it's another thing. And especially if, you know, you're not a professional like me. I just recently started using YouTube and the, you know, the iMovie software to edit my videos, and I'm not a professional at all. So I'm just doing it, I'm playing it by ears, I'm doing it, you know, as I learn a few things from YouTube tutorials. So it takes quite a bit of time, you know, if you are a beginner. So I decided to just keep it easy and just, you know what, hold off the videos until I felt better and until I had some better news, because that was really what I was mainly waiting for, my 2 weeks post-op checkup. I was really nervous about it. So yesterday I went to that 2 weeks, you know, post-op checkup. My doctor, my main doctor, unfortunately he had to go do an emergency C-section. So I pretty much spent like, you know, less than 5 minutes with him. So he pretty much used the speculum to quickly look inside, and from what he's seeing, from, you know, the part that's sticking out, everything looked normal. He didn't see any inflammation from the outside of it. So that was a good sign. And I did ask him about I did tell him my concern about a little burning sensation, like very mild, nothing, it's probably just in my mind, but a little burning sensation that I felt, you know, while urinating. Maybe it's acidity in my urine, I don't know what it was. But then again, we have he did for me a sample. He did take a sample of my urine to do some tests, and they didn't call me back, so I assumed that everything was negative. So today I had my appointment with my perinatologist, and it was mainly for blood work for spina bifida, and that was it. So then I had to come back again for the cervical length check because she was kind of busy. She was like, oh, you know what, can you please come back at 2? So which I did, and guess what, that to me, that's the most wonderful news for today. Like seriously, I was so stressed. Like every little bit of pain that I felt, like I was thinking that something was ripping apart inside of me, whatever, you know, everything is just out of place. Like I really imagined the worst in my head, and it's only normal, you know. I'm anxious, and like you know, one of the girls who follow me on Instagram, she told me, she was like, you know what, you probably will feel anxious, you know, up until you have your baby in your hands. And that's really the truth. That's the bottom line truth. So everything is okay. The stitches are perfectly well placed. Everything is, you know, shut tight. Prior to the cerclage, my cervix length was about 3 point something, but now it's at 4.12. So it's a little bit up, which is good, and you know, the doctor is happy with these numbers. The baby is doing wonderful. I am measuring what I'm supposed to measure. I am right on schedule. So life couldn't be any sweeter right now. And I feel like, truthfully, now that, you know, I have this beautiful news, I feel like now I can enjoy my holiday. You know, holiday has officially begun for me because I was really worried. So that's about it as far as the cerclage. Now my 15 and 16 weeks bump date. So tomorrow I will be Friday I will be 16 weeks. So starting off the 15 weeks, let me see. The 15 weeks, okay, the symptoms that are still, you know, there are severe congestion. Like right now it's not as much because I'm moving. Like when I'm moving around it's less, but once I'm laying down, forget it. Even if I have a pillow, you know, up my whatever, I am congested. Sneezing every day as usual, you know. Morning, first thing in the morning I sneeze a lot. At night before I go to bed I sneeze a lot. So that's just the way it has been. I wake up at least 5 times at night to urinate. Oh, that's another thing also. My perinatologist did also another culture of my urine, and everything is negative, so no UTI. I am so happy about that because I was kind of worried. So that is out of the window. And another thing, oh yes, I forgot to tell you that apparently my placenta is in front. So I don't know, I asked them if it was a problem, and they said no, it's not a problem. So I'm okay with that. And yeah, that's about it. Then after that, I was saying about my symptoms. Yeah, so I wake up at least 5 to 6 times to urinate. This is crazy. Like I barely get to sleep. You know, like it's annoying, but anyways, it's all the fun of pregnancy. And insomnia. I cannot sleep well at night. Whatever I do, you know, I drink tea. I don't want to take any sleeping pills, that's for sure. I don't care if it's, you know, safe during the pregnancy. I just don't want to take any sleeping pills. So that's one. Nausea, I haven't had much nausea, just like a hint of it, but nothing major, you know. Like for instance, if I'm thinking about certain food and then I feel like I'm having a certain aversion to it, but that's about it. If you hear this noise, it's just my AC that just started blowing air. And as far as cravings, I don't have much cravings anymore. Now I just eat because, you know, if I'm hungry, that's about it. But I don't have a huge appetite. As far as my weight, I have only gained 2 miserable pounds since I got pregnant. And it's good in a sense because my daughter, she doesn't want me to gain that much weight. So due to my size, because I am definitely overweight for my height and everything, and you know, so she wants me to really control it. So it's not like I'm trying not to gain weight, just so I don't have much of a big appetite right now. I only eat if I'm really hungry, and to be honest with you, I could eat chips all day. So let's count that as a craving. Like, yeah, so far lately I've been enjoying eating chips and orange juice. Seriously, what a combination, chips and orange juice. But yeah, that's what I've been eating. And yes, acne all over my face. Like, you can't see right now, like I would have to zoom in, but it would look so nasty. But yes, I've been having a lot of acne, and for now, as I am getting into my 16th week of pregnancy, first I see them like trying to come down a little bit. But when I began my 14th week and 15th week, forget it, all my face started like to break out crazy. Another thing that has been kind of bothering me is just that my hormones feel like they're like all over the place. I get irritated a lot faster, and I cry in a second. Like, you know, any little thing just sets me off. That's been something that kind of bothers me, because sometimes I snap at my husband, like, you know, kind of, in a way that I know that in a different situation I could have handled it differently, but he understands. So I apologize always, and you know, he's like, okay. I'm like, well, don't take it too personal, but it's just that whatever, I am not in the mood for, you know, small talks and stuff like that. And cramping, yes, the cramping continues. Like, sometimes I even have like kind of menstrual cycle kind of cramps, and it, you know, stays for like a good 20 minutes. Then after that, you know, it disappears. But the cramping is there. I definitely feel tender after the cerclage and stuff like that. And guess what? I've been feeling the baby. Yes, fetal movements already. And some of you can say, oh, you know, the baby is too small for it to be, but yes, guess what? I am feeling my baby. I've carried 3 babies in my belly, so I can differentiate, you know, differentiate Jesus, I can differentiate you know, gas from baby movements, and I've been feeling it, and it's wonderful. It just, you know, takes me by surprise. That's the only thing. Like, you feel like there's a little lizard inside of you, or just it feels like a fish trying to jump out of a bowl. But it's guys, I am so in love with that baby. Like, it hurts. I even cried the other day. I cried so much because I was like, oh my God, I love you so much. So praise to God, everything so far has been going according to plan, and I am on top of, you know, everything. You know, the doctors have been cooperating like a lot, you know, with me, and I make sure that I demand what I need, as opposed to before. Like, I used to be so shy to ask, you know, certain things that I felt strongly about. But now I'm like, hey, you know what, if I feel strong about something, if I want to know something, I ask. I don't care, you know, if I'm bothering you or not, I ask. So I think that pretty much sums up my 15 week. And guess what, guys, I have it. She sealed it, the doctor sealed it with glue, but she also sealed it with tape. So like I had told you, I will not open it, and I mean it, I will not open it until Christmas. This is gonna be the best gift I have ever received, besides life and the love of my parents. of my family. This is the biggest gift ever. So I am like a child. I am like a kid, you know, waiting for Santa Claus. This will be under my tree, which hopefully we will, you know, do one for this Christmas again. And I will put it under a tree, put a bow on it, and open it up on the 25th with you guys. I mean, with my husband first. Then after that, I'll do a video for the gender reveal. This is my 15-week plus belly shot. Let's go ahead and I'll show it to you. Okay, guys. So this is what I look like from the side, from the front, from the other side. This is what my belly looks like from the front. Yes, I think there's definitely a belly there. See how it's sticking out? What a difference. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for being so patient. I am so in love with sharing with all of you ladies, with this community. Like, my heart bursts of joy, like seriously. I appreciate each and every one of you, all of you who follow me not only on YouTube but on Instagram as well. Thank you for all the support, all the beauty, you know, really that support means a lot to me, because sometimes even though you have family to support you, it feels so much better to connect with people who have gone through the same situation as you, because then, you know, we connect, we understand each other. So I thank you for that. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much, don't drink too much, have